Hello everyone, I'm welcoming you all once again to this channel. I have received one request about this Ti₃C₂ like a kind of 2D structure, and there he wants to create one 101 plane crystal structure. So along that plane 101 we can cut a surface. So here I have taken one this Ti₃C₂ structure file, and you can see here that this is how the structure looks like, and we are having only three Ti and two C2 here, but some other atoms are also visible because of this boundaries periodic boundary thing, so that can also be controlled from here, like just for the visualization purpose we can do this. And okay, so now you can see we have only three titanium, this sky color ones are titanium, and these two carbon atoms here. And yeah, so next we what we want to do, and if we will go to see the summary, like here you can see that this structure is a kind of like kind of hexagonal type, like we have alpha and beta equal to 90 degree and gamma is equal to 120 here, and also we have a larger z axis value because it's entirely vacuum over here. Okay, that's why the C value is 15.11 here, and the lattice parameter for this is 3.06 angstrom. And okay, so now what I will do next. So first, to construct a kind of plane lattice, like kind of crystal or surface along a particular direction, it is somewhere little bit difficult to do in this kind of hexagonal or any other different kind of lattice structure. So first thing I can do here is I can simply make a rectangular rectangular structure of the same. So for that what I am going to do is I am going to this unit cell, and here if like actually we have said this to P1 where we are having alpha equal to 90, beta equal to 90 and gamma equal to 120. If I will go to this C1, now you see like the conversion is happened, and here all alpha beta gamma is equal to 90 degree. That means by this way we can rectangularize our structure. And so here simply I am clicking on apply. Now you can see that in the summary also you can check we have our rectangular system. So this is how our rectangular system looks like, having alpha beta gamma equal to 90 degree, and this rectangular, it's not cubic. Otherwise like we should have this a b c equal to same, but rather this is a rectangular system. Okay, this part is done now. So what I will do next, I can simply convert this file. So I'm going to export this file as the name uh, rect. Okay, and done. Okay, so let's open that file which we have saved now. So here I am opening this Ti₃C₂ rect file. Now you can see like this is how the structure that we have saved now looks like after the rectangularization. Okay, so now this part is clear. So to construct a say like a surface along 101 direction, we need to have little bigger cell, like a kind of super cell. So for that, here simply we can go to this unit cell, and here in the transform we can transform, and as we have our lattice like we have the vacuum along the z direction, I'm not going to elongate it along z direction. And first we will see that what kind of changes are happening with this. Okay, apply. Yeah, now you see like this is what we have done, like we have simply elongated our structure along a and b direction, not along the z direction. Also for an example I can also go and elongate the lattice along z direction just to show what is happening. So simply instead of 4 I can simply take 2, so that another layer will come above or below this initial layer. So you see now like this is how we have elongated along z direction, but z direction will not give us any particular like anything, because we will have a vacuum always over here, then another layer, and so that's why for this kind of 2D layer or any kind of this 2D heterostructure creation, we don't want any kind of elongation along z direction. So simply let me remove this by writing 1 again. Okay, yes, apply. Yeah, So now we have this supercell of the Ti₃C₂ now, where we have done the elongation along A and B direction by using the value 4. Okay, so this part is done. Now what we want is 101 plane. So here we can go to this lattice planes and clicking on the new, and here simply I can put the number 1. Done. So now as you can see that what we have here is now our 101 plane. Okay, so this 101 plane can be visible to us. Yeah, this way we can see this. This is like a better way to check this plane. Yeah, now you see like this is how this plane is cutting this surface, like cutting this lattice. And yes, so now next, as we know that what next we have to do is to find this parallel plane, and that should be periodic. That should also maintain the periodicity, as this line cuts this line, like these points, like these atoms, this titanium, this carbon. So similar way, after maintaining a periodicity, we need to find another parallel plane exactly similar to this one. Okay, so next what we can do, so here I'm clicking again to the new one. So here what we can do, we can simply change this distance. Okay, so here I can change this distance to, suppose, let me try different numbers. And oh, this is 1. So with 1, this looks like this. Suppose I can do it 1.04. Yeah, so now you see that exactly similar way both of these planes are cutting to the particular atoms. Now you see, and also you can also ask the question that why instead of this titanium we have cut this titanium, because you see that this plane and like this and this, they are in periodicity. This layer and this layer in periodicity, this layer and this layer is in periodicity. So we have cut the alternative layer, and this way we have done with our 101 plane. Okay, now next is what we should have. We have to find similar kind of two more layers which will be periodic to the first plane, like this 101 plane. So suppose I will take another plane. Let me create another set of plane, and I'm changing the plane color. Yeah, red now. So here we will take a plane which will be perpendicular to the previous one, and for what I have taken this 101 plane. Okay, so now this 101 plane, let's see where it is cutting the atoms. Yeah, so simply by changing the plane value to 101, we got that our plane is cutting at this point of the lattice. Okay, so this red color plane is cutting. Now exactly similar way we can find another plane which will be parallel to this red color one, and for that we can change this number. You can also change the number, you can also choose some like atoms to create your own plane, but here as like it might be difficulty for us, so this visualization thing we can use, and simply I'm going to change this value to, suppose, 0.716. Yes. So now you see that. So actually I, before making this video, I have already tried this. That's why I'm putting the exactly same value, so that it can be come with a periodicity, and also it can be a parallel plane. Okay, like parallel plane with periodicity. Now you see that the periodicity is maintained. This line, like this carbon layer and this carbon layer are in periodic manner, and this is how we cut, we are done with the second set of parallel planes. Okay, so this part is done. Now what else? Next is to find another plane which will be even perpendicular to both of the previous plane. Okay, so for this let's create another plane, and simply change the number. Suppose this color is blue little bit. Yeah. So here which plane we can choose? We can choose any plane, but here I am going to choose -1 and 0 and 1, which is perpendicular to both of the above planes. Okay. And for this, as you can see, we are unable to see that blue color plane here. So what we can do, we can simply change this value of the spacing. So this d value, suppose I am going to change it to zero point 0.1. Yeah, so now you can see that our blue color plane is now visible to us. This line is our blue color plane, and exactly similar way we need to find another plane. Okay, so which will be parallel to this blue color one, and for that here I am changing this value to 0 to minus 0.148. And when you will do by using this hit and trial method, you will also get to know that why I have used this minus number here. Okay. Yeah. So now, so otherwise if I will use this plus number, so you see that how it is going ahead. And also, to get a particular value number of atoms that to be confined within all the three, like within the intersection point of these all the three planes, so we need to choose our lattice spacing in that manner so that we can have some atoms that will be confined within that particular volume. Now you see, if I have done this, that means this is our intersection point. If I could have done it somewhere here, then we will have more vacuum instead of atoms. So here we need to be little careful that how we are going to choose our lattice plane along which way, like in the side, in the right direction, in the positive x or in the negative x direction, or in any other direction, to get the particular number of atoms that will be confined within that intersection layer. Okay, intersection region. So in this manner we are done with our like the planes and their and also we have done with the parallel planes for the particular setup plane, and all these setup planes are now perpendicular to each other. So after that we know that the next part is nothing rather to cut the unnecessary atoms which are present out of the intersection layer. Okay, so starting from this, I am deleting this one, and this layer also I can delete, and this part also we can delete as these are not coming in the intersection layer. And let me rotate this structure to see. Yeah, so many are here. We can delete this part. Yeah, and also this. Okay, let me check it once. Yeah, this is one extra atom. Done. Anything else? Yeah, this carbon atom. So this way you can be little bit careful here to before deleting unnecessary atoms. Seems like many such atoms are still present. Like this atom is completely out of, this is 2, this 2. Yeah. This one also. Another one is also behind that. I think, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think all these atoms are now present within the cell. So you can check it once. Like if you're doing the same thing along with me, then you can also check it once. Yeah. So as after this, you guys know that what else we need to do, because we have done this thing before so many times. So I'm not going to do it again and again. After this, you know, how to choose our a axis, b axis and c axis. You can simply choose that, and you can also have some atoms which can be also present at this boundary, or you can also choose your plane cuttings in that manner, so that you can have your boundary or intersection atoms to have all this. So just for a quick response, I have made this video, and I hope it is now clear that how you can orthogonalize your lattice, and how you can choose wisely your planes and all. And then you can cut it, and you can simply take your ABC, then you can create your transformation matrix, I have done in the previous video, which link I will be provided here. Then you can be done with your slab or any kind of surface. Okay, so this much for today's session, and I hope it's understanding, like all of you are understanding this. And yeah, that's it, and bye bye.